Namaste. Welcome to another Chriswongyoga video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button, like and share. Today's video is about beginner series designed for new yoga practitioner and long-time yoga practitioner who want to revisit the foundation of yoga practice with a fresh, new beginner mindset. There are 6 videos in this series, and in each video we will focus on a different part of the body and linking to our breath. For today's video, the first series, we will focusing on finding the neutral pelvic. So to get into finding the neutral pelvic, it helps to optimize the movement, the posture's awareness, and also finding more ease when we are breathing in the practice. So you need 2 blocks for today's practice. So you want to get your block ready next to you. We'll begin with lie down on the back in a supine position. First, have your feet open, hip width distant apart, and lie down on the back. Okay. Once you're on your back, so I want you to place your palm to the front of the hip rims. So you can find these 2 big bony in front of your pelvic. And then have your middle finger touch the pubic bone. Okay. So when you feel the hip bone and the pubic bone, you want to make sure these 3 points connecting and they are laying in the same plane. Alright. When you lift the pubic bone up, you basically tucking the tailbone and flatten the lower back down on the floor. Okay. What if you do the opposite? You want to guide your pubic bone forward towards the toes, and straight away you will increase the arch on the lower back. So we call it the spinal extension. Now I want you to do this pelvic tilt a few times. When you drop the pelvic bone and lifting up, you exhaling, feel the lower back gently pressing down the floor. And you inhale, moving the pubic bone towards the front of the toe and expanding the space on the ribs. Exhales again, and you guide your pubic bone up, the lower back flatten. Inhales again, guiding the pelvis forward and out. Okay, last one. Exhale, draw the pelvic bone up, lower back slowly pressing down. Now, try to stop in between the pubic bone forward and back. Good. So you want to feel that the bottom of the ribs, the front of the hip rims, and the pubic bone lay in the same floor. Okay, stay here, breathe in through the nose, expand the breath to the ribs, to the back of the ribs, to the whole body, and you exhale slowly through the nose. Okay, so take it one more time, inhale, and exhale. So notice that your lower back is not completely flat on the floor. Okay, right now, so you want to get the block. Okay, put the thinner surface of the block in between your inner thigh. Okay, so you can walk the feet a little closer towards each other so that you can squeeze the block right at the middle of your leg. Okay, from here, still maintain the pubic bone and the front of the hip rim laying on the same floor. Inhale, you want to raise the butt up into low bridge. Okay, so when you get into the low bridge, you're not raising the butt too high, but you want to feel that your leg is constantly squeeze the block. Okay, and you feel the sensation of the glutes. Your hamstring is turning on. Okay, if you are lifting the pubic bone higher than the hip rims, you will get yourself into the high bridge, which is come into the lower back extension. Okay, so we don't want to go into the lower back extension yet. We just want to stay into the neutral pelvic. So I want to stay the pubic bone low. So stay it in line with the front of the hips. Good. Hold it there. Just breathe normal through the nose. Nice. Just find one more breath and just feel the senses of the glutes, the hamstring, the back side of the muscles is slightly turned on. Right? Just continue to allow your breath to breathe in and out smoothly, evenly through the nostril. Okay, just one more here. Nice. Slowly inhale, lower down with exhale. So feel the second touch on the ground. Okay, remove the block. You can gently turn it around. Come up to all four. Good. Now you have your hand right underneath the shoulders, knee under the hips into all four. Spread the fingers wide. Put one hand at the front of your abdomen. Okay. You want to feel the front of the hip rims and the pelvic bone is laying in the same floor, meaning you do not arch, you do not round. So get that neutral pelvic position. Good. Stay in this neutral pelvic position. Inhale. Feel the breath lengthen to the crown of the head. Now, as you exhale, extend the right leg straight to the back without changing the position of your pelvic. Good. Take another deep breath. Inhale. And you exhale, you just want to rock your body backward and forward. A very small movement here. And you begin to feel some stretch on the calf, maybe. And when you lean forward, you can feel some loading on your wrist. Okay, just keep your elbows straight. Keep your head aligned with the spine. Okay, you're going to stop your shoulder right above the wrist. So maintain the pelvic neutral position. Let go your left hand to the front. So you reach out the left hand. Your palm facing down. Your arm by the side of the ear. So the hand on the floor, pressing down firm. Feel that you are connecting the two hip bony to the middle of your abdomen, of the belly button. So you want to make sure this region is tightened up, is engaged. You can stay here or pick up the back foot up without changing the shape on the lower back. It can be here, it can be put down, the leg on the ground. Hold it there. Breathe. 5. Nice. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Get the hands and the leg down. Back to all four. So we do the same thing. Start from the all four. And then we use the hand like touching the front of your hip rims, pelvic bone. Get the hands down. And feel the neutral pelvis straighten left leg to the back without sinking the lower back. So again, feel the front abdominal tighten, like you want to narrow down these two hip bony to the middle of your belly button. Good. Control it in. And then breathe in, the right hand up. Good. Stay the right arm by the side of the ear, eyes gaze down. Good. You can choose to stay here or pick up the back foot up. And I feel that more load is on the opposite hand right now. And maintain that integration. Maintain the core strength. Maintain the neutral pelvic. So you can breathe into 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get the hands and the leg down. Keep the legs straight here. We're going to rock the body back and forward. Back and forward. Nice. Just feel the stretches on the calf. Okay. Let the body lean to the shoulders. Drop the knee down on the floor. Okay. So next we're going to take the block. So I have 2 blocks in front of you. That the block is right underneath the shoulder. Put it at the second level, okay, the medium height. Then from here, you're going to put the elbow on top of the block. You can put the elbow at the middle of the block and then have the palm together. Press the palm, press the finger. So draw your ribs in. Good. Then from here, think about sending your ribs, your hip to the back. So without arching the lower back. Okay, you do not want to arch the lower back. So I'm going to maintain the ribs in, sit back slowly. That way you want to feel more on the shoulder, but nothing much on your lower back. Okay, so the head can be down, the jaw, the face relax and look back in between the legs. See if you can soften the face. Feel the openness on the shoulder without compensating the lower back. Nice, so 2 more breaths here. Inhale, move the body up, come forward, let go of the hand, support yourself to come up. Okay, you can keep the hands on the block. From here, you're going to step your right leg behind the block, followed by the left leg behind the block. Okay, from here, have your feet open, hip width distance apart. Okay, have the block in hand so that you do not round the back. Okay, so use the block. If you need to put the block a little bit higher, just go ahead. Okay, so once your hands is on the block, feel the weight down into your feet. Your toes is pointing straight to the front. And the creases of the pelvis is tipping forward and create the length on your back. Good, so press into the palm. Broaden the space on your chest and the collarbone. So inhale, press into the leg, press into the hand. Now exhale, just straighten the leg just a little bit. So I'm not going into the full forward fold, but I want to increase some awareness on your hamstring, that you are pressing the heels, the feet down, but maintaining the torso long to the crown of the head. Okay, now let's start with the block. So when you start with the block, you are able to really feel and observe the pelvic positions, neutrals, and the lower back in a neutral curve. Okay, so just take one more breath here. Inhale. Okay, drop the knee down on the floors again, one at a time. Okay, from here, you're going to lay the block flat on the ground. So use the block, help you to support the palm. Spread the fingers on the block. Get both leg knee up. Stay the knee bend. Yet experiment that your pelvis slightly tip forward, but engage your front abdominal. So you want to feel there's a hollow into the abdominal. When you raise the sit bone high to the ceiling and you straighten the arm, relax the face, look to the back. Just come into the bend knee downward dog. So you can soften the jaw, soften the face. You can even move a little bit on your head so that to make sure your neck is relaxed. You're not holding tension on the neck. Okay, so drop the knee down on the floor. Come back into the all-four. Inhale. But stay into the all-four. So be aware that you are holding strength on your front abdominal. Keep the back neutral. So this time, we're going to walk the leg a little bit backward. So we increase the distance of the hands and the knee. We come one more time up into your downward facing dog. So breathe in here. I'm still keeping the knee bent to begin. And straighten the arm. Yeah, because you have block underneath your hand, that will help you to release some of the degree that you need to put on your shoulders. So actually save some of your shoulders range. You don't need a big range in this pose, but with the block, it helps a lot. We just want to recognize the feeling of, what is the feeling of neutral pelvic when we get upside down? So very often in downward dog, we'll focus on just straighten the leg down. We don't really see the pelvic in a neutral position. You might get some compensation here, overstretch on the lower back. Okay, drop the knee down on the floor, inhale. Then last, we'll come into the full downward facing dog. You can choose to keep the block underneath your hand. If that really helps a lot, why not use a block, right? Hands on the floor, breathe in. And breathing out, so I try to lift my hips up, relax the face. I still start with the knee bend, inhale. I say exhale, get ready to straighten the leg. Continue use the strength on your core, on the abdominal, putting the kneecap up, straighten the leg and ground the heel. Maybe we start to see your lower back is compensating. You are no longer in a neutral pelvic. Just go back to the bend knee. And each exhalation, you want to increase the length on the hamstring a bit more. Yeah, just one more here. Okay, drop the knee down the floor and laying down in child pose. And then rest your chest on the thigh and then forehead down.